Hey there, classic rock lovers, and welcome to Classic Reviews, where we review classic rock albums. And today we have an exciting treat for you. So get ready for an epic CD review that will hopefully leave you craving to listen to this band. The CD we will be reviewing today will be a greatest hits CD by the American rock band Blink 182. So Blink 182 are often described as a pop punk band and were really popular in the late 90s and early 2000s. The band is a trio comprised of bassist and singer Mark Hoppus, guitarist and singer Tom DeLonge, and drummer Travis Barker. Bassist Mark Hoppus has been the one constant member of the band, as guitarist Tom DeLonge has left the band a couple times, and Travis Barker, who's been in the band a long time and has gone on to have his own successful career alongside the band, is not Blink 182's original drummer. This greatest hits CD came out on Halloween, I think, in 2005, and it was released after the band's breakup in the February of that year. The front cover is pretty simple, with the band name and the album title in cool fonts, while the band logo takes centre stage. On the back cover, you have the track listing at the top in all cool and different fonts, and it also features a picture of the band in concert. So the track listing on this CD is in chronological order, which is what I prefer. And the opening song on this greatest hits CD is called Carousel. Not only does this song open this greatest hits CD, it also opens the band's debut album called Cheshire Cat, which came out in February 1995, and the song is about Tom DeLonge reminiscing about his carefree school days. The song is in the key of D major and begins with this really cool mid-paced guitar riff, before it turns into this faster punk song, which I think is the first song that Mark and Tom wrote together. The second song on this CD is called M&M's, and this song is also from the debut Cheshire Cat album. This song is in the key of E major, and it's about Mark's girlfriend at the time, who was called Michelle. So the song title M&M stands for Mark and Michelle. The last thing I can think of to say about this song is that it was the first Blink 182 song to really get airplay and a music video. Before I carry on with the track by track, I just want to say that you can tell the first two songs on this CD are the oldest, as they both have a low production sound. Also, Tom's voice is really nasally at this point, while Mark has a limited lower register with his voice. So back to the track by track, and the third song on this CD is called Damn It. This is the first song on this CD we hear from the band's second album, which is called Dude Ranch and came out in June 1997. This song was the band's breakthrough song, and it's in the key of C major. I think the song is about maturity and a breakup, and Mark Hoppus really had to push himself vocally when recording this song, as the chorus is out of his vocal range. So when it came to performing this song live, Tom has to perform the chorus. Staying on the Dude Ranch album for the fourth song on this greatest hits CD, and it's the song called Josie. This song, which is written in the key of B major, is about the narrator's ideal imaginary girlfriend, and they got the name Josie from someone's dog. The last thing I can think of to say about this song really is that it was the last single to feature the band's original drummer Scott Rayner. For track number 5, we move on to the band's legendary third album called Enema of the State, which came out in June 1999, and the song is called What's My Age Again. Now this song is without doubt one of the band's best songs, and it's also one of my favourite Blink songs too. What's My Age Again is a mid-tempo pop-punk classic that's about people being immature, not acting their age, and refusing to grow up. The song got to number 17 in the UK charts in 1999-2000, and an important thing to say about this song is that it's a very well put together song. It has a great melody. Just before the chorus, you have this half-time drum fill that really helps to build up tension for the chorus. And the chorus itself is a simple 4-chord chorus played on guitars that are tuned down half a step, I think. And the last chorus actually features like a keyboard or organ riff that was played by Roger Joseph Manning Jr., who was in the band Jellyfish. The sixth song on this greatest hits CD is called All the Small Things. Like the previous song I just spoke about, it's one of the band's biggest songs, and it features Roger Manning playing an octave synthesizer in the chorus. This rather poppy song is in the key of C major, and it's quite a simply written song that Tom and Mark wrote about Tom's girlfriend and future wife. There is a Ramones influence in this song, and it was one of, if not the last song that was written for this album. And the last thing I'll say about this song is that it got to number 2 in the UK charts in 1999-2000. Track number 7 is the last song we hear from the Enemy of the State album, and it's called Adam's Song. Now, this is one of the band's more popular songs that's written in the key of C major, and it's also a different kind of song compared to most other Blink 182 songs. Adam's Song is a more serious and melancholic song about things like suicide, depression, and loneliness. The song describes a young boy's suicide note, and the boy ultimately decides not to go through with it. And the song was inspired by a bout of depression that Mark Hoppus was going through at the time, and him feeling lonely as the other two band members had girlfriends to go home to, whereas Mark didn't. Again, before I carry on with the track by track, I'm just going to say that with the 3 tracks I've just spoken about that are from the Enema of the State album, is that they are all very well produced and mixed. So credit where it's due to producer Jerry Finn and whoever mixed the album. Jerry Finn worked with Blink 182 and other big bands from that era and genre, and unfortunately he died very young from a brain hemorrhage, I think. But fortunately he is still spoken very highly of. Anyway, track number 8 is the song called Man Overboard. This song is in the key of G major, and it didn't make the Enema of the State album, so it ended up being the sole studio song on the band's live album called The Mark, Tom and Travis Show, The Enema Strikes Back, which came out in September 2000. The song is about losing the band's original drummer Scott Rayner to alcohol abuse, so the lyrics talk about someone being unreliable due to them never being sober. For track number 9, we move on to the Take Your Pants Off and Jacket album that came out in May 2001, for the song called The Rock Show. This song got to number 14 in the UK charts in 2001, and the song is about a young guy falling in love with a girl at a concert. And this song was inspired by the band's early days of touring punk rock clubs. Track 10 is the song called First Date, which made the UK Top 40 in 2001-2002. Like the previous song I just spoke about, First Date was a last-minute addition to the Take Your Pants album, as the band's manager felt there was no big summer single on the album, and the song is about 2 people going on their first date. So one of the people who's going on this date is feeling self-conscious and nervous about what the other person thinks, but at the same time is enjoying the excitement and really wants to savour the night for as long as possible. Track number 11 is called Stay Together for the Kids. The song is in the key of D major, and like the song Adam's Song, it's one of Blink 182's more deeper and serious songs. The song is written about divorce from a child's point of view, and the child basically feels helpless in that situation. The song was inspired by Mark and Tom's own parents getting divorced while they were both growing up. This is one of the Blink songs that features both Mark and Tom singing lead vocals, so the tempo of this song drastically changes between the verses and the choruses, as Mark sings the verses and Tom sings the more powerful chorus. Track 12 is another one of my favourite Blink songs, and it's the song called Feeling This. This song that features drummer Travis Barker channeling his inner John Bonham got to number 15 in the UK charts in 2003-2004, and is in the key of E major. Now this is the first song of this greatest hits CD that we hear from the band's self-titled 5th album, which came out in November 2003. I think this was the first song that the band used Pro Tools to record a song with, and it's a light-hearted and sexually fueled song that features some great harmonies. I think when it came to writing this song, both Mark and Tom went into separate rooms to write lyrics. So Tom wrote the verses about the physical side of sex, while Mark wrote the chorus about the more passionate side. So the lyrics they wrote separately were combined together to write the song Feeling This. Track number 13 is called I Miss You. This more acoustic song is in the key of B major and features use of a cello. And I think Travis Barker uses brushes instead of drumsticks to perform the hip hoppy drum groove. The song was a top 10 hit in the UK in 2004 and it was inspired by a song The Cure did called The Love Cats. The song also features a reference to A Nightmare Before Christmas, and this Blink 182 song inspired a song Chainsmokers did with Halsey called Closer, which was a massive song in 2016. So the songwriting process was similar to the song Feeling This, where Mark and Tom discussed lyric themes and then went into separate rooms to write lyrics. This rather emo-esque song serves as a haunting depiction of the effect depression can have on a relationship and its subsequent fallout. Track number 14 is the song called Down. Not a lot I can think of to say about this song really. It's made the top 30 in the UK charts in 2004 and it's a fast and upbeat song that is one of the band's more popular songs. But I'm not the biggest fan of this song myself. Track number 15 is called Always. This is a highly rated slower song that made the UK Top 40 in 2004. It's a simple but well put together song that's about a broken relationship, where the guy wants to start over and be in a serious relationship. The song I think features Robert Manning on keyboards, and you do notice that this song has a big 80s new wave influence to it. Song 16 is called Not Now. Song Not Now was a bonus track on the UK edition of the band's fifth and self-titled album. This faster-paced song was a UK top 30 hit in 2005, and the lyrics are sung from the point of view of someone who's about to pass away. The last things I can think of to say about this song is that it features use of a church organ, and I think it has a Descendants influence to it. And the Descendants are an old American punk band from the late 70s. Track number 17 is called Another Girl, Another Planet. Now this is a cover of a song that's originally by an old English rock band from the late 70s called The Only Ones. And the song is about being addicted to either drugs or sex. So Blink 182's cover was recorded and released as a promotional single for this very greatest hit CD. The song was also used as the opening track of a reality show Travis Barker did called Meet the Barkers. Now on most editions of this greatest hit CD, Another Girl, Another Planet is the closing song on the CD. However, me being from the UK, I have the UK release, which comes with 2 extra bonus tracks. So, the second to last song on this CD is called I Won't Be Home for Christmas. This song dates back to 1997 when it was recorded with the band's original drummer Scott Rayner and released as a radio promo in 1997. But it got re-released as a proper single in October 2001. The song was very successful in Canada and it's about hating Christmas or finding certain things about Christmas boring. The last song of this greatest hit CD is a live performance of the song Go. This live performance is from a BBC Radio 1 session, and it's a straight punk song that's also the shortest song of this CD, being under 2 minutes long. This fast and rather angry sounding song is a personal song for Mark Hoppus's younger days, of him having to put up with his parents constantly fighting and arguing, etc. As well as being inspired by his own parents' issues. The song, I think, explores themes of domestic violence, and the protagonist of the song is constantly wondering why a lot of evil men get away with this sort of thing all the time. So that's the track by track done, and all the songs on here are short and simple arrangements, and are all big and important songs for Blink 182. Despite Mark and Tom having completely different styles of singing, they do blend and work well together in the songs that feature them both performing lead vocals. All 3 members are great musicians, and a lot of the songs on here are very well produced and mixed. This album was released in 2005 after Tom quit the band the first time, and he has since rejoined the band, left again, and rejoined again. So since this greatest hits CD has been released, the band have released a number of albums since. So maybe we'll do another Blink 182 greatest hits album at some point, as this CD only features the earlier main songs from the band's peak. and a lot of people, like myself, aren't as familiar with the band stuff since they got back together in 2009. So that's a wrap, folks. We've reached the end of our captivating CD review journey. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on my upcoming reviews, etc. Trust me, don't want to miss them. This is Classic Reviews. Check out the 2 videos at the end, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.